But it's like learn how to make songs and just have that star quality. You know what I'm saying?
That's the thing that I always tell people when they come up and say, man, let me freestyle for you, let me kick this 16. Like, bro, listen.
You can have some bars.
What? I'm not that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can have the best freestyle, most magnificent freestyle I've ever heard in my life, and that's not going to convince me that I should invest my money in. What's going to do that? You're going to have some form of assurance or collateral, and that usually comes from the effort and the work that you've already been putting in. So what you should do is take that freestyle, go somewhere and record yourself. It's very inexpensive nowadays, don't cost a fortune. Record yourself, create a song, get that song buzzing, shoot your video, upload it on YouTube. Let me see how many people have support for your movement, and then you won't have to come find me at that point. It's my job to come find you.
But to be fair, T.I., you've broken a lot of artists through the Grand Hustle label, you know, like
I have.
Notably like Travis Scott, you know, like
B.O.B.,
B.O.B.,
right.
You know, Iggy Azalea, like, do you know when an artist is going to be Young Dro? Can't forget about Dro.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I think that to me has been one of the most fulfilling parts of my career, to be able to offer opportunity to others. You know, because when I remember when I was first starting out, I didn't know what to do, where to go. I just had to sell dope until I stumbled on a place where I could present my art. And
so L.A. Reid dropped you.
Yeah,
See the vision.
He did. But I appreciate him for that. I thank him every time I see him, because if he would have kept me, I would have still had an artist deal, a 16, 18 point deal. He dropped me, I would have got $2 million and a 50-50 joint venture. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate that. I thank LA to this day for that.
How was that artist transition for you, Cardi? Like becoming more of a full artist and knowing how to make songs. What was that transition like for you?
All right, so if you hear my first mixtape, I remix a lot of songs, and it's like more about violence and fighting and hardcore and hardcore things. And it's just like, cause that's what I like, and I was so heavily and I was so heavily influenced by Chicago rap.
Oh, that drill scene, the influence.
The drill scene. I was so influenced by that. That was all I was listening to at that time. You know, that's my era, that's my age and stuff like that. So they just kept telling me, like, you need to open up as a girl. You need to show more feelings. On your next album, you need to talk about they will ask me, people will ask me questions like, it's like, what's going on through your relationship? Are you in love? Do you love? What hurts you? And I will say it, and they'll be like, that's what we want to hear in your music. So I needed help with that. I needed help with that type of stuff, because I'm not the type of person that open up about lovey-dovey.
The vulnerability of it in that sense.
So I had to, you know, learn and get a little help to do that, and I got amazing at it.
Yeah, is that because I guess when artists first come in, I guess from observing with the show, it's like you first just want to prove to people that you can rap, right? That you got lyrics, that you got bars, but then it's like, how do you develop substance? And then how you keep saying, how do we make you really care about you?
You tell your story. You tell your story unapologetically, in a way that only you can tell it, because you were the only one that was there. And other people who relate to that story, they gonna identify with the things you're saying. They're gonna be able to tell that it's authentic, because the same way that you describe it for you is the way that it was for them.
They're related.
You know what I'm saying? Like, real recognize real all the time. You know, that shit is a universal language. You know, being authentic is indescribably universal.
Is that the advice to artists? Because, like, what example for you, Tip, do you feel like you had to get more polish as an artist to be able to tell your truth? So, like,
no, never. I came in here telling my truth.
I'm talking to myself, right?
I came in the game telling my truth. Still ain't forgave myself for like one of the most honest songs still to this day I've ever made. And I mean, and it was really because these are the things that I'm going through. And this is my story, this is my life. And of course, at the time when I was telling it, I felt like it was a unique story.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Over time, because I felt it was unique because I was the only person that had my story and my set of circumstances that came from where I was from. This is pre-internet. So all we knew was the shit that was going on around us.
Right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Our communities.
But exactly. So I thought that shit was unique. I'm like, shit, this is special. I need to share this with the world. You know what I'm saying? And so, but when I put it out there, it's like, yeah, shit, me too, motherfucker. Yeah, I feel like that as well.
Yeah.
I went through that. And I found that it wasn't as unique as I thought, which was like, well, damn, I thought it was a little more special than that. But I found solidarity and I recognized that there was so much more support because it was so many more people that had a similar story.
And Cardi, like Nipsey Hussle, you make reference to him. He said to you, for up and coming artists, like, when it's your time, it's your time.
Yeah.
And like, you still keep, he's obviously in the first episode, but he seems like you keep that to you, close to you.
I mean, it was the last thing that he said about me. And it's just like, whenever people try to discredit me or always ask why her, because everybody constantly asks why her. Maybe her success came too fast, or what is it about her, or people always trying to like blame my success on other things. And it's like, why her? That's the question that people to this day ask about me. And it's just like, when it's your time, it's your time. When other people don't win certain things that I won, it's not their time.
Right.
It wasn't, it was mine.
Yeah. Speaking of Nip, the series literally opens with you interacting Tip with Nip. Talk about that, because that was a significant day, right? Like, that was a day you were still celebrating the Grammy nomination. Right?
Later that night, you know, after we finished filming, because we filmed there 1500 or nothing. Then we went to the Nightingale and we filmed the auditions. Then after we filmed the auditions, I went to the Me, Snoop, Chappelle, and Jay, and 1500 or nothing Mars, and then we went over to the Peppermint Club and we celebrated Nip's Grammy nomination. And you know, that was a dope ass time.
Yeah.
You had a lot of powerful intros. Like, one of the joints, you come out the copter in the middle. It's not like the best entrances, man.
Helipad right at the top of my building where my penthouse is located.
What was it like working with this Chance guy? Because you know him as much before, but when he's on your album, actually, on Best Life, that you guys interacted before? Like, what was it like forming this kind of bond, doing this show together?
We interacted before, but I think the three of us we got a really big, good bond, because it's just like, everybody's just so interesting. Everybody can have a conversation. Everybody's hip. Everybody is not biased. So it's like we can just literally make a good conversation for like 30 minutes about something.
Everybody knows.
They're very different. Right?
We respect one another's talents, capabilities, contributions, and there's a mutual respect. And we all know what we don't know. I'm not finna talk more about cosmetics than Cardi. You know what I'm saying? We talking cosmetics, Cardi got it. You know what I mean? And I think nobody feels slighted by letting the other person have the floor.
Were you biased to any of the artists in the show? Like
the best one?
The winner. Right. So do you guys feel, we're not gonna say this, but do you guys feel good about the winner?
There was one guy. Listen, there was one guy. The only thing
he liked that.
There was this one artist that I feel should have, you know, went
Cardi
deeper.
Shut that down. Cardi shut that down.
But no, it was her and Chance. You know, her and Chance. Alright, you know, cool. Say less.
So 2 out of 3 rule? Like, how did you guys come up with that kind of thing?
It depends. Most of the time.
You have like real deliberation?
A lot of time it was me and Cardi against Chance.
Yeah.
A lot of time.
Damn, we should have just for safety recorded the private parts. Because it's like we would have like big
would you be like a jury behind the thing? Like, how
it was pretty deep. It was pretty deep. There was a paper, scissors, rock.
Yes.
3 out of 5.
But T.I., you were like the Nazi judge, like the Russian judge. Cardi would be like, I don't know, I like him, but I'm sorry.
All right, I will say that, but when it comes to like in the
Get him
room
out of there.
and everything, it's like, listen, bro, this guy gotta go. Like you cannot deny this person right now.
Right.
Yes, we was.
But was it? But you see, people like there was a lot of crying and stuff. I
Yeah.
saw a lot of crying. Like
I don't give a
people
fuck.
get emotional, right?
I like what Cardi said. Everyone has a sad story.
And I don't
So-
give a
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah, I thought that was
Nobody
funny.
cares.
That was a great episode.
Nobody cares.
Cardi's with Jada and Fat Joe, two of the hardest in the game, and the date was like being all nice, and Cardi's like, "Do I gotta be the asshole?" Like I'm like, I gotta be the one.
You don't think Fat Joe was being mean?
Fat Joe was.
Fat Joe's ripping them down.
Fat Joe was ripping them.
He was stiff.
Joe
Joe was stiff.
He was being.
But guess what? That's the only Joe I know.
Yeah.
Right.
Was that the because you guys had like how did you get other people in hip hop to really like you have a lot of great guest judges that come in and
Yeah, we all
Play
have
good
our
roles.
own personal,
Yeah.
affiliations
Yeah.
and connections with, like Nipsey and my
Yeah.
part, and like Fat Joe Jadakiss and Cardi's part, and even
Yeah.
like Lupe and Twista.
And then Cardi, you brought Snoop to the table, and then you guys said in the thing that he was the first one to find out you was with Child, right?
Mhm.
Like, how did that happen? Like, and why did you end up telling him?
I think I had to do like a show with him. Like he wanted me to do like a little tour with him and everything. And I told him like it's like I'm having a baby.
For the world, listening.
And I was so emotional. He was like, it's going to be okay. And he was so
Snoop the
chill.
best.
Yeah.
Snoop the best. That's the ultimate OG.
And you want to know something? I think like a lot of artists wanted to do the show as well because when it's presented, it just doesn't sound cheesy. It sounds very
To have
exciting.
You guys,
Incredible.
T.I. Chance,
Well,
Cardi B.
Absolutely, but I think that now that people get an actual proof of concept, and people know
Yeah.
the next time we call, they coming.
They're coming.
Was it great to be like part of like reality show? But like this situation, you're commanding it, right? You're in charge. Like it must be a totally different experience than the previous times you have done reality-based content, right?
Oh no, it's way different.
Yeah.
It was way different. It doesn't even compare.
Yeah.
A competition show is much better than just like, I guess, standard reality
Yeah.
content. This is actually based on the opinions of someone's performance. You dig what I'm saying? Whereas before it's just about, creating kind of like salacious content for people to
Tension, people in the same areas and
it's
fights
a little
and stuff.
different. It's a little different.
Well, you creating content yourself, man. You getting into this podcast
Look at that hoodie.
Man, thank you.
expeditiously. You trying to take us out, man.
No.
He made that. I don't care if it was in the dictionary. He made that one.
Right? He's
Yes.
rolling with it.
Tia, why get into broadcasting?
Podcast.
Podcasting?
Quite honestly,
Yes.
because the opportunity was introduced to me. I didn't go out and solicit myself for a podcast. They knocked on my door and said, "Hey, have you ever thought about podcasting?"
Yeah.
I say, "Well, no." But what the fuck is it? And how do where's the money?
That revenue stream.
Yeah, how do we
That'll be a
get
Cardi question.
Where's the money coming? Where's it coming from? And who does it go to? How long does it take? And you know what I'm saying? Just to be perfectly candid and honest, man, the people at Podcast One, they totally made me feel comfortable about, me not being censored and, me being able to be myself, being able to have the discussions that I feel need to be had to
So
push
you
the
got a
culture
discussion with
forward.
Cardi B on your
And you
platform?
want to know something? Not to be nice, T.I., you want to say I'm not trying to kiss your ass or anything, but I feel like a lot of people want to hear your opinion. Like I don't think you know, or probably you do know. Like it's like your voice is so like powerful to the community. Like for example, like me, I am dying to hear your opinion about the Geyers case.
You talking about the old girl in Dallas?
I don't know why.
It's a
And
travesty.
if I feel that way,
A lot of
there's so
public,
many people that feel that way. That's why I feel like it's important for somebody like you to have
To
your
have your
outlet.
outlet to have
I
the right
appreciate
platform.
it.
Yeah.
I mean, man, for me, man, I think that particular case, man, is sadly but true. It's typical. It's typical. It's exactly what I expect.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? It's exactly what I expect. I expect for a little privileged white young lady who happens to have a job as a police officer to be able to exploit and enhance her authority to the point where it allows her to take someone's life. And I would expect for the system and the people within the system to cover for her, to, you know, make phone calls, create contingencies and excuses to where she gets less time than I was looking at for my weapons possession. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I expect that. Yes, it's fucked up. Yes, it's horrible. Now, what I didn't expect is the judge to come hug her after the sentencing, is for the brother to hug her after sentencing, and for the deputy to be fixing and playing in her hair, trying to make her feel better. That's some shit I ain't never motherfucking.
Yeah.
Now, I done been in courtrooms plenty times.
You don't see that a lot. Yeah. Not a lot of hugging.
No, I've never been hugged by a judge. I've never been. I'm talking about guilty, not guilty, probation, jail time, prison, county.
Contempt.
Never.
Never a hug.
Never a hug by a judge.
Never a quick chest to chest.
Never. Nobody ever said, I know I gave you that time. It's gonna fuck you up.
Sit down for a little
It's gonna
bit.
be all right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't never felt that.
Yeah.
But even you, Cardi, like you do use the platform. Like, is it hard sometimes, even because you have such a strong following? We have the access with the phone to just go out and say something when you feel like there's something you need to address. Like, is that something that you wrestle with? Like, should I speak on this? Should I not go live and speak on this?
Sometimes I wrestle because my opinion could be a little bit biased.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
What's your opinion? It's not.
Yeah, it's my
nature is not
opinion.
biased. It's your
Of course it is. Everybody's biased.
Well, true.
You're biased based on your upbringing, the environment you were
Experiences,
raised in, your culture.
That's true.
Everybody's biased. Like, to this day, nobody feels like Tupac raped that girl. To this day.
Yeah, true.
Because we're biased.
Yeah.
Right.
We're totally biased.
What was going on here?
You don't remember when Tupac got locked up for raping the girl? They say he raped the girl in the hotel room.
I was 2 years old.
Oh,
Man.
Heavy Cardi.
I need a drink for that one.
But no, but you also got a little New York Atlanta thing. Like Tip, you said one of them, like New York started hip hop, Atlanta, we made it our own.
Yeah, we did.
So you know, there's a little bit like
It's a
you also
bias
play
right
into
there.
you also play into the regions a little bit, like the pride we have. Cardi is New Yorkers.
But whack is whack. I don't give a fuck where you from. Whack is whack. That shit is universal.
Right. Yeah.
That shit like weed money. That shit goddamn, whack is fucking whack.
Yeah. So you think it doesn't matter as much the idea of the New York? Because you said you was influenced by that drill scene at that time when you were first coming up. So how much of the region stuff do you think is important in terms of where artists is from now, in terms of trying to get on and trying to break through?
I feel like is it important? Like I don't think that people care where you from as long as it's hot. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't care if you from Atlanta. I don't care if you from Miami. I'm just hearing it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't care.
Like the internet did that. The internet
Even
had
did
a
out.
big deal to do. It had a big hand.
We still have an expectation, like if you're from Atlanta or you're from New York, it's like a sound that we're expecting the artist to have a little bit.
Unless you are the anomaly.
That's true. But
Like for instance, there's a sound with Houston, Texas.
right.
But then you have Travis Scott.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Good point. He saw that early. He moved expeditiously.
Expeditiously on that one.
You did.
Well, what kind of sound can we expect from this new album? We talking Tiger Woods is the name of it?
Tiger Woods?
Oh my God! I was just kidding. I seen that on ESPN, but I kind of like it too.
It's kind of hot.
It is kind of
I
hot
even agree because it's explain to people that don't know why'd you come up with Tiger Woods?
because
as a tentative title for the next Cardi B album.
there was so many court judges and everything that was talking so badly about him, like he's trash, he's whack, he should retire, and then he came back and he won that green jacket, and then there's a video of him hearing all those bad critics, and he just did this.
Looked up.
Yeah. That's how I be feeling.
But despite all your success, Cardi, you still feel like the underdog?
I do feel like the underdog all the time because I feel like I get discredited all the time. I feel like I gotta prove myself all the time. I feel like all the time when it comes to females, they are constantly comparing me to other females. And it's like, don't compare me to other females because I just have my own sound. I'm not trying to rap like them. I'm not trying to be this lyrical, things like that. I'm not trying to be nothing. I just, it's me.
And well, that's the thing, right? Because I kind of caught, you know, some indirect flack when I, you know, paid homage to Cardi as well as Nicki in an installation in the mobile. Who in the
fuck is that?
Yo, it's like the next show.
Yo, get your
That's Chance the Rapper.
Is it that?
He's in Chicago. I was saying that, like, you know, I caught some indirect flack because, you know, in the installation in the mobile version of the Trap Music Museum, I celebrated and acknowledged Cardi as well as Nicki in the same exhibit. And of course everybody, how could you? How could you? She hasn't been rapping long enough. She ain't put out enough. Hey, whoa, listen. You're being disrespectful to Nicki. Hey, look, when does celebrating two queens become disrespectful to one? I never understood that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is an acknowledgement. Both of these young ladies have struggled and overcame obstacles and defied the odds to put themselves in position to represent them and the next generation. Why in the hell is you trying to pin one against the other? Whether they have their own personal differences or not, that ain't my job to perpetuate that. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't got to choose a side. Unlike you lonely, miserable motherfuckers, I have my own opinion. I'm a free thinker.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? And free thinkers think freely. And so I think that, like, there's just a Roman Colosseum gladiator kind of, we want to see blood kind of mentality that everybody in this shit takes when they observe us. And I feel like that's whack. That shit.
They're also insatiable. Like, you put out Invasion of Privacy, very perfectly executed album, great album, win album of the year. It's like, the fans also like, where's your next album? Oh my God, I need another Cardi album. It's like, how do you deal with that demand?
Satisfied.
I just feel like now it's just a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure, and it's just like, wow, because some people want to hear like certain different type of beats. Everybody be like, we want to hear a different flow, and it's like, well, what the hell? We want to hear more songs talking about your feelings. We want to hear more hip hop. We want to hear more rap, and it's like, oh hell, what the? It's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
But it's like, y'all gonna get what I give y'all.
That's a great point, because most of the time, motherfuckers don't know what they want until we give it to them.
True.
Yeah.
They never know what the